Hey guys, how's that? This little microphone, is that better? No? No sound? Better? Good. I gotta tell you, there's always something so funny. Hey, it's great to have you guys here. We've got sound now, fantastic. Welcome to the TubeBuddy stream. Again, I am Brian G. Johnson, and here's what's up. If you want to drive more views to the videos you publish, you're in for a treat. On this live stream / video, I'm going to share the strategies that I use every time I publish. We're going to talk about optimization, metadata, the good, the bad, the ugly. You guys with me? Great to see you. Nice to have you aboard. If you're here, please sound off and let me know what is cracking. Buffer, good to see you. Free American Spirit, welcome. Hey, Team Boya. Arnie, nice to have you guys. It's so great. I'm glad we got the audio figured out. There's always, this is the second time, but we just keep pressing through. Hello, Bobby, nice to see you. Guys, we're going to get started in about 1 minute. Here's what we're going to talk about today. I don't know if you've seen, this is the official cover of the new book. It's called Tube Ritual by me, Brian G. And what's really cool about this book is the chapter 9 is all about how to optimize your videos. And in this live stream, I'm going to walk you through and kind of share how I got to what I talk about in this book, how I optimize my videos, the title, the tags, all that good stuff. So that's what's going to come up. I want to let you know right now before we jump in. I am going to really focus on sharing how to get more views. I'm not ignoring anyone. If you've got questions, cool. Feel free to hang on to those questions until the end of the stream. And then I'd love to spend some time with you, answer any questions that you have. But as I said, I'm really going to focus on how you can get more views. Does that sound okay? Does that sound good? Good to see everyone here. Nice to have you on board. Hey guys, can you do me a favor? Let's share this out. If you can click the like and the share button, specifically the share, I would love to pack this room. Wondering if we can do that. Yes, Andrew, things are okay. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for the shares. Okay, guys, let's talk about this. Here's what I want you to know. This video is going to be viewed by thousands and thousands of YouTubers. And this is what I know beyond a shadow of a doubt. There will be people that implement what I'm about to share, and they absolutely drive more views. So as you move forward, take time to really process this information. It could be you that increases their views, that drives the views, that gains the subscribers, that finds the momentum with your channel. It's absolutely possible. It begins with believing you can do it. I guarantee, yes, I guarantee that if you implement what we're going to talk about tonight, you will see your search rankings improve on YouTube. Now, I understand that's a bold statement. How could I make that statement? How could I come up and say, I guarantee you're going to improve your rankings? Well, it's based on years and years of experience. It's based on ranking on Google search engine since 2001, 2002. It's based on being able to rank on Amazon search engine, products, ebooks, books that I sell, search engine optimization. And over the past 13 months, I've driven well over 700,000 views by optimizing my videos. And that's exactly what I'm going to share with you in this live stream. So that's the guarantee. If you do this, you will absolutely see an improvement to the rankings of your videos. And that's how you get your foot in the door. As I mentioned, this book comes out in June of this year, so in 6 weeks, 2 months. And chapter 9 really goes over this information. At the end of the stream, I'm going to mention how you can implement the checklist. Basically, we're going to go through my TubeBuddy checklist. Some of you might know what that is. Some of you may not. But ultimately, the TubeBuddy checklist is free. You can download it, install the TubeBuddy plugin, and then what I'm going to go over in this video, in other words, how to optimize your titles, how to optimize your video tags, your description. That is a checklist that you can access, and it's my checklist based on what's in chapter 9 of this book, Tube Ritual. So that's what we're going to go over. So how can I be so bold and say that this is plain going to work and help you improve your results? Before we jump in, I really want to share, what is the primary ranking factors of the YouTube search engine. In other words, what are the most critical elements of the YouTube search engine when it comes to ranking? And the three things are accumulated watch time. Number one, accumulated watch time. So that means as you publish a video and people view it, your video accumulates watch time over time, and the more minutes you accumulate, the more powerful it becomes. The second ranking factor is retention, audience retention, okay? Now, when you combine retention with the third element, which is relevancy, you're going to have an easier time ranking your videos. The third thing, as I just mentioned, is keyword relevancy. Check this out. This is pretty powerful. If you go to YouTube and you type in a search query, you enter the search query and you hit return, you're going to get all the video results, right? Right below the search bar, there's a little icon that says filters. If you click on filters, you'll see that the videos are sorted by relevancy. This is super powerful. Check this out. Now, what relevancy means is closely connected. So imagine it like this. Hey, Nick Nimmin, what are you doing up so late, early? Man, it's a global thing. Stick with me, guys. This is powerful. This can be the thing that allows you to get your foot in the door. Relevancy, that's this. That's the keyword phrase someone searched for. And the algorithm is telling us we sort the videos by relevancy. And the definition of relevancy is closely connected. Imagine that this, my right hand, is your video title. When this, the YouTube search term, the search query, is closely connected to the video title, you're going to have a better and easier time ranking. Imagine this. Your search query is how to train a dog. That's the search query, how to train a dog. And your video title is that exact thing, how to train a dog. That's a close connection, and you get a boost. And that's why this whole thing works. So we're going to talk more about that, but that's kind of the introduction, okay? We talked about the three primary ranking factors of the YouTube algorithm: accumulated watch time, relevancy, and audience retention. So let's jump in now. The first step is to craft your video and then ask yourself, who is it that would be looking for this type of a video? You don't want to just add any kind of keyword phrase. In fact, most people don't even think about it as a keyword phrase. They see video title, they go, what's my video about? And they just type some stuff. Do not do that. Do not do that. Seriously, this is powerful stuff. Take the time to understand what it is that people in your market, people that are looking for your videos, what they would search for. Go to the search bar and type in a seed keyword phrase like dog grooming or poodle grooming, or how to, I did some research this morning on a video I'm working on, how to draw. When I searched for how to draw, I saw one of the suggested terms was how to draw Pokemon. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So first, you identify one keyword phrase from YouTube, like how to draw Pokemon, okay? When you've identified that, that is step number 1. Step number 2, hard to get for beginners. Okay, Team Boya, again, you simply go to YouTube. You search for something that those people that may be interested in what you have. You just put a seed keyword. Like if you've got a video based on how to draw, you might type in how to draw and you see what suggested keyword phrases YouTube gives you. It's as simple as that. You simply begin to search for what you think people may be looking for. Okay, and then you add that, that's step 1. Step 2 is then you incorporate that into the video title. That is step 2. And at this point, what you're doing, remember, YouTube has told us that we sort videos based on relevancy. And we know that the relevancy match is based on what people are searching for and the video title. Okay, that's the most important thing. If you were to do only that, you would be able to rank much better. Just that. Just search phrase, you stick it in the title, and you're good to go. Step number 3 is you're going to then write out a video description based on that keyword phrase. Example, I mentioned earlier today, I was doing some research for Pokemon. How to draw a Pokemon. Very dry in Colorado, gang. Very dry. So how to draw a Pokemon. So I would ask myself, well, how to draw a Pokemon? And what I would do is I would look at other suggested keywords that YouTube offers, and I would begin to write a simple description based on that keyword phrase. Here's what I want to let you know. When it comes to the description, this is the most important thing. It really doesn't matter that much. Here's what's up. YouTube really does not put a lot of weight into the algorithm when it comes to the description. Now, yes, you can go find a million videos about how to optimize your description, but there's just not a lot of weight there. So I don't worry too much about it. Yeah, I think Nick is probably asleep too, Brett. Hey, good to see you guys. If you're just joining us, my name is Brian G. We're talking about how to optimize your videos. What's really fun is we're talking about my checklist in TubeBuddy, and I'm taking you through, I think it's like 12 steps, and how to optimize your videos. And I've used this method to greatly increase the views to my channel to succeed. In fact, I'm so excited, 13,000 subscribers on a channel that's 13 months old. By the way, we're going through this the checklist, and the checklist is at the back of the book here. This is Tube Ritual. Really excited to launch this book in June of this year. So in a while. Maybe I should just say in a few months. Okay, so we've talked about the ranking factors. We've talked about the title. We've talked about description. We've talked about a target keyword phrase. Now, what we're going to do, description, meta tags. And this is like step 4 or so, the meta tags. This is where we can kind of take things to the next level and drive even more views. This is incredibly powerful. I mentioned a minute ago that the description doesn't carry a lot of weight in the YouTube algorithm, but you know what? The tags, they do. And remember I said earlier that the YouTube algorithm sorts videos by relevancy? Well, check this out. It's relevancy and being closely connected. Okay, so think about this. If you were to go to YouTube right now and you were to type in, it just happens that I've got some fancy notes right here. Oh yes, they're very fancy notes. If you were to type in how to draw Pokemon, you would find additional suggested keywords from YouTube. Additional closely related, highly relevant keyword phrase like how to draw Pokemon step by step, how to draw Pokemon easy, how to draw Pokemon ball, how to draw Pokemon characters. And this is what I want to clue you guys into. Again, gang, this is powerful stuff. Just hang in there. These keywords that YouTube is recommending, they're closely related, right? You've got in the title how to draw Pokemon step by step or something like that. Now you're going to identify closely related keyword phrases like the ones I just mentioned. How to draw Pokemon step by step, how to draw Pokemon ball. You add each one of those phrases as a YouTube tag, and what that does is it greatly improves your ability to rank for that keyword phrase. Now, we're going to go even deeper. When you're adding tags to your videos, one of the things to think about is the YouTube algorithm absolutely does give weight to tags. So you have so many characters. I believe it's 500 characters in your YouTube tags. Every time you stick a word in there, you're eliminating your opportunity to put more in, right? You only get 500. So instead of putting a one-word tag in, like you might put in Pokemon, that wouldn't be bad, but you know what would be better? How to draw Pokemon ball, how to draw Pokemon Pikachu, how to draw Pokemon Snorlax. These are all closely connected to your video title, the very thing that YouTube has said they reward. So instead of adding single words, think about adding 2, 3, 4 word phrases to your YouTube tags, because you're going to be more likely to rank for a 3 or a 4 word phrase than you are for Pokemon. Does that make sense? What do you guys say? Is that a good one? Is that a good tip? I hope so, because I got to tell you, this stuff works. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Here's the thing. There's some things we don't know. We don't know. And if someone says I have it all figured out, run, because nobody knows everything. But there are some things that we do know, and beyond a shadow of a doubt, tags matter. And if you focus on keyword phrases as tags and you forget one-word tags, two-word tags, and you stick to closely related keyword phrases, you're going to be much more likely to rank for more keyword phrases, and you're going to be able to drive more views. I'm feeling pretty good about this. And I would like to take a break and say you're awesome, and thank you for being here on behalf of TubeBuddy, Phil, the gang at TubeBuddy, Andrew, who's holding down the questions. Thank you so much. Again, my name is Brian Johnson. If you've never run into me before, again, well, hey, I'm Brian, and it's great to spend some time. So there's a little bit more information I want to share with you about how to optimize, and then we're going to jump into some Q&A. Again, it's really so amazing to see you all here. The chat is lighting up. This is a whole lot of fun, and I appreciate you. Okay, the next thing, and again, stuff we don't know, stuff we absolutely know. This is in the we absolutely know this frickin' works. Create a playlist. Create an official playlist. And what you want to do is incorporate Nick Nimmin, don't egg me on with the more. I'm going to stay cool. I'm just going to remain cool. Okay, guys, create an official playlist. You want to really add as many videos to that playlist as possible. Here's a super secret, double secret. I've never shared this on YouTube until right now. If you create an official playlist, it carries more weight in the algorithm and helping your videos in the sidebar, in the suggested videos. If it's an official playlist. Now what you can do is, have you ever thought about incorporating one video into 2 playlists? You can do that. You can add a second playlist. Now it can't be official. You can't have 2 official playlists, but you can have all your videos in one official playlist, and then you can organize your videos in a second playlist per topic. Like let's say you're doing how to draw Pokemon characters. That might be a sub playlist on your channel. That is super powerful because you're going to have an easier time putting more of your own videos in the suggested videos. You're going to increase your views. That increases your watch time. Your channel becomes more powerful. More. Who knows how do we spell more around here? Hey guys, if you know how to spell the secret, super secret, more, light it up in the playlist. Hey buddy, what's cracking? Good to see you. Close. Oh, there it goes. Oh yes, another one. Yes. Oh, close, but yes. You guys cracked your craniums. It's clear to see. Yes, official. B. Leon, when you create a playlist, if you click on settings, there are 2 options. One is like an official playlist. You want to tap on official playlist and it gives more weight to that particular playlist, and then you just jam all your videos into that sucker. Super secret tip for you right there. Okay, and that was like that's step number 5. If you do this stuff, if you do this, if you apply this, if you just go all in on YouTube, I know all of you want to grow. There's not one person that would be here that doesn't want to grow. Believe it can be. Just take no prisoners. Work your butt off. Upload more videos. Practice. Practice your thumbnails. Practice all of it. And when you do that, and you focus just as much on the process, which is all the stuff we're talking about, you will absolutely achieve the results that you set out to. Poof! Pow! I'm serious. So that was the official playlist. Now we're going to talk about step number 6, which is the focus thumbnail. One of the things you want to think about is you're creating not only a thumbnail, not only a video, but a brand. Your channel becomes a brand. And the whole reason these marketing smarty pants created branding was to make it easy for people to remember. That's why when you go buy an Apple product, the packaging is always white. By repeating the same stuff over and over and over, it makes it easier for you and for me to remember. That's why when you see a commercial from Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, the Colonel is always dressed in the same stuff. That's a brand. The goal of branding is to tell a memorable story and to make it easy for people to remember your channel. And that's how we can kind of turn this whole thing into like Kentucky Fried YouTube, right? You can take the marketing principles that Apple has used, that Nike has used, that KFC has used, that M&Ms have used, and you can create your own brand. And one of the things you can do is to create thumbnails that are unique to your channel. Leverage the same look and feel. Leverage the same colors. Incorporate a logo in your thumbnail. If you check out my channel, you'll see I do that. And every time someone sees your thumbnail again and again, it'll be easier for them to associate your video with your channel. It's very powerful. Now, when you do that, let's talk a little bit more about how to optimize your thumbnails. First things first, there's no reading on YouTube. People do not read on YouTube. No. People comprehend. people recognize words and say, yes, that's what I'm looking for. So one of the things to think about is it doesn't have to be perfectly spelled out. You don't have to perfectly dial in and add every single word from your video title to your thumbnail. In fact, the thumbnail for this live stream, it's got like 2 or 3 words. And every thumbnail that I upload, it only has 2 or 3, at the most, maybe 4 words. Less is more. Why? Because less words on a thumbnail makes it easier for the viewer to comprehend. And think about this too. The viewer is going to see your title and your thumbnail, and it's going to register. Again, they're not reading like, yeah, boom, that's the thing I want, and click. So one of the things I do is I think about, what is it that those people in my market really want? If I'm making a video about how to leverage metadata to get more views on YouTube, the keywords right there that I want to focus on are more views. More views. So my thumbnail for this live stream really only focused on incorporating more views, and that was it. Another few tips: really bright colors, dark colors. Don't have a white background for your thumbnail. The YouTube website is white. If you've got a white background on your thumbnail kind of disappears and blends with YouTube. You do not want your thumbnail to blend. There's no blending. You are meant to stand out. So craft a thumbnail that pops. One of the ways you can do that is to have a border. Again, all these things. When you start adding up all these things, right? You target the phrase. You create a title based on exactly the keyword phrase. You incorporate a thumbnail that is attention grabbing, that makes it easy for people to comprehend your video. All of this stuff, it's like another improvement, another level, and pretty soon you're awesome and you drive more views. It's just how it works. But wait, there's more. That's right. Keep on watching to receive this next helpful tip. Oh, that was really lame. How lame was that? That was but I thought it was fun, and that's what's most important. You know what, guys? I just want to go off script and say the biggest thing you can do is just to allow yourself to have fun on YouTube, to not take it too seriously. This whole get more subscribers and like the likes and worrying about the negative comments. This isn't rocket science. This is not brain surgery. Now, it's a good thing that this isn't brain surgery, because one of you unlucky people would be lying on the table. And what if I was operating? Then what? So, let's just have some fun. It was more lame. Yes, it was lame. Okay, here's the next thing I do. I always incorporate one card as well as an end screen. And my goal is I just don't throw in a card to any video. I take the time to understand how my channel is performing. I look and study my analytics. And when I see there's 3 or 4 videos that are doing really well, well then when I create a card at the 75% point of my video, I'm going to link to one of the videos that's performing well, right? It only makes sense to send someone off your video to something that's working. So take the time to understand how your channel is performing and start looking at those analytics. As we move forward, I'm actually going to talk about the most important thing to study on your analytics. And if anybody has any guesses, just pop it in the chat and let's see what happens. I feel like going off script and giving you another super secret, powerful tip on how to increase your views. Remember, watch retention. You guys are smart. Pixie dust. Oh boy. Nothing is more powerful for small channels than to focus on audience retention. If you've got a 5-minute video and they watch 70% of the video, that's really high retention, and there's going to be a very good chance that YouTube will promote it out. How do we know that? Because they've told us. Time and time again, YouTube has publicly posted that they reward engaging videos that keep viewers watching. That's just one of the statements. There's another statement about when it comes to the algorithm and the suggested videos, what we reward are videos that are engaging and keep viewers engaged beyond the first click. So what does that mean? It means that they clicked one of your videos and they clicked another and then another. YouTube rewards engaging videos that keep viewers watching. So focus on that. And as you're creating those end screens, if the goal is to keep viewers watching, there are some things that you should never, ever, ever freaking do at the end of your video. You don't say this. Let's just pretend for a minute that this is a video. And if I was wrapping up and I came in and said, hey, thanks a lot for watching my video, what I just did was told them the video is over. Oh man, and they just left. They just left. If you're getting to the end of your video and you say, hey, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video, you just cued them that it's over and a lot of people are going to leave. And exactly, the retention ends. So instead, go straight into your call to action for your end screen. If your audience is really interested in Italian cooking, right? Then what you might want to say is, hey, if you want to learn more fabulous recipes from Mama Delicious, well, make sure to subscribe. Just click on the icon and I'll keep you up to date on some great recipes and it will have all kinds of fun. Instead of saying, hey, thanks for watching and telling people it's over, give them a reason to subscribe to your channel. Don't tell them you should subscribe. Understand, yes, Italian, mamma mia. Understand that you want to focus on the needs and the wants of the people in your market that are interested in what you have to offer. Take the time to figure it out. What are the drivers? If people are interested in learning gourmet cooking, then that's what you lead with. Hey, if you want to learn how to create delicious Italian recipes, well, make sure to subscribe. And there, what you're doing is you're directing them on what to do. And when you do this, you'll see an uptick in people subscribing at the end of your videos. Very powerful. Don't tell them, don't mention, hey, thanks for watching the video, or I hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, here's what's up. After that, we want to focus on something called velocity. YouTube view velocity. This is one of the metrics that YouTube looks at when identifying channels that are not just gaining subscribers, because YouTube doesn't care about that. YouTube absolutely does not care about subscribers. What YouTube does care about is active subscribers that keep watching videos, right? So one of the things you can do is you can really think about the hair? Oh boy. Is you can really think about promoting your video when you release it. If you've got a mailing list, mail your list. Okay? One of the things you can do too is when you ask people to subscribe, when you create a call to action, excuse me. One of the things you can do is I create 2 calls to action. At the very beginning of my video, by the way, the beginning of a video is always over in this area over here. So in the beginning, like let's take the Italian recipes, chicken cacciatore. right? In this video, I'm going to share how to create a delicious chicken cacciatore recipe. You dig? And that's it. That's the intro. And then from there, as soon as it comes back, I'm like, hey, it's Brian. And if you love Italian cooking and you want to cook all kinds of delicious dishes, well, make sure to subscribe. So in the beginning of your videos, tell them to subscribe. And go one step further. Okay, now notice, this is highly important again. You've got to get the sequence right. It always begins with what the viewers want. Don't say, but you're vegan. Well, you know what to do if you're vegan. Stay cool. Stay cool, vegan people. Shouting, yes. It's okay to shout. I get excited. This is exciting. And you can shout too. If it's your channel or if TubeBuddy asks you, then you just do what you do and it works out. You lead with what they want. So if they want to learn the Italian cooking, great. If you are a gamer and you've got fun, exciting gameplay, then you lead with that. If you want exciting gameplay, then make sure to subscribe. And then this is the other tip. And make sure to click the bell notification. You want to add that to your call to action because every time you upload a video, those people will be emailed. They'll be sent a push notification like on their mobile device, right? So these are the things that you can do to increase the views to the new videos you publish, and that's a great way to drive view velocity, which we're going to talk a little bit more about. So like I said, YouTube really is not interested in how many subscribers a channel has. They don't care. What they do reward is minutes watched. What they reward is retention. The good news is that if you focus on a topic, a channel, if you focus on entertainment, if you have people coming back to your channel and watching, that's the stuff that drives success, okay? So view velocity is simply how many views does a video drive in the first 24 hours to 72 hours, the first 1 to 3 days. And this is something that I closely monitor myself. I want to know how my videos are performing. I study each video that I publish. I pay attention to the audience retention. We talked about that earlier because this is something, oh boy. There it goes, poof, and they're gone. So these are the things that you can do to absolutely increase your results. Now, here are a few more tips on view velocity. Share on Facebook. Send an email to people that you know. Maybe create a link using TubeBuddy and have a link in your email signature. So do you know that you can create an email signature in most email programs? And TubeBuddy has an option now where you can create one link, and the link is always your most recent video. Why not incorporate that link on your Facebook page? Why not incorporate that link on your homepage if you've got a website? Or incorporate that link maybe on Instagram? And that way what you're going to be doing is you're going to be pushing people to your most recent video, which can absolutely help you to drive those views, gain that view velocity, and furthermore, if you're creating those calls to action to build subscribers, well, that's how you gain momentum. And, before we go on, I've got like two more tips, and then we're going to go to questions. I want to mention this. YouTube is a long game. It's a long game. And if you're super passionate about YouTube, if you're working... If you're super passionate about YouTube, if you're working to build things and it seems like it's slow, understand that a lot of times videos that take off and just drive a whole bunch of views, often they will take 3 months, 4 months before they start really driving crazy views. Check this out. I launched one of my most successful videos Last year at this time, guys, it was really bad. It was really bad, technically speaking. Technically speaking, the audio was hissy and crackly, and the white background was pink. And what's interesting is, even though technically speaking, that video was bad, after about 4 to 5 months, the video started driving 200 views every day like clockwork. I've got a bunch of videos that after 3 or 4 or 5 months, they started driving views. So don't get discouraged if you're kind of getting into it, you feel like you're investing and you're not seeing a result, because what you're doing today, the videos that you're publishing today, you will be rewarded in the future. Not all of them. It's a 20%, 30%, but it's really true. This is how YouTube works. Because remember, at the beginning of this live stream, we talked about those 3 factors, the 3 most powerful factors of the algorithm, and number 1 is accumulated watch time. So you know what? Even if your video is trucking along doing a few views a day, those few views add up, and after 5 months, all of a sudden, kaboom! So I thought I'd share that. The last thing that I do with every video that I publish is I study the audience retention right on my iPad. I don't need to show you. Right there on the computer. That thing right there. I study the audience retention because I've seen it again and again in my clients' channels, in my videos, people that I work with, people like Nick Nimmin, who we share, we talk, we help each other. And time again, the videos that have higher audience retention are the ones that YouTube rewards with views. So what do I study? The most important thing, audience retention. Super powerful. Nick is amazing. Nick for president. Let's just global president of the world. Hey, Andrew, I don't see any questions yet, my friend, but we're going to take them here. That, guys, is my 9 steps. Okay, here's the thing. Math, I'm not a fan, but I think that's about 9 steps to optimizing your YouTube videos. And like I mentioned, this is the book. And chapter 9 actually goes through each one of those. And it's kind of cool because this book, you get screen captures, you get strategy, you get examples, you get all of that and a cherry on the top, and it's available in June. Super excited. Now here's where it gets even better. If you guys know or you don't know, one of the things that TubeBuddy has available for free, don't have to spend any money, is the TubeBuddy checklist. And every time you upload a video, the checklist populates. Now, I've actually teamed up with TubeBuddy, and I feel so blessed. I'll say it again, because I don't think you can be too kind in this world and just say thank you enough. That's how I roll. So thank you so much to Phil, who reached out to me a few months ago and mentioned some stuff about TubeBuddy. And I mentioned, hey, I'm working on a book. I've got this checklist. So it's integrated into TubeBuddy, and you can get all those steps that I just laid out for free. You're going to go to TubeBuddy, and you can download and install the browser plugin, and then every time you upload, you'll see those steps. Find the target phrase, stick the phrase in the title, identify the keywords for the tags, yada, yada, yada. That's some powerful stuff. And guys, you know what? I don't think there'll be an affiliate deal for the book, but I'll have some other products out in the future, and I'm sure we'll come up with some affiliate deals we can work on together. And thank you for the question. I appreciate that. So that's pretty darn exciting. And what I wanted to mention is I'm going to be publishing a video soon on some of the ways that I'm using TubeBuddy to identify really powerful keyword phrases that are easy to rank for. It's all Oh my gosh, I get really excited about this stuff. It's all here, and this is going to become a video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I believe there is a link down in the description. Check that out. I can't wait for you guys to see this. This is kind of super ninja next level, and it's not how you normally use TubeBuddy. Okay, just stop it, stop it, stop it. Hey guys, thank you so much. If this has been fun, hit the like button. Let's see if we can get this thing to 160. Let's start flooding the chat with questions and see if I can keep up. It'll be like a game. Oh gosh, what did I just do? And short, concise, to the point questions. And Andrew, have we got any questions? Because I don't see them yet. I'm refreshing. Skype. They are there. You have 19. Hit the pencil. Okay. I don't see the, let's, give me 1 second, guys. We'll figure this out. I don't see the dang pencil. Oh, here we go, 26 now. I figured it out all on my own. I mean, Andrew told me what to do. You guys have got some, I see 3 actually now. Is that responses? Questions? No, 20, maybe I don't have it yet. I only see, oh, here we go. Oh, I see, I'm on an iPad, so that's what's going on. I see him now. Turns out we've got scrolling. This internet is so fancy. Guys, we have some serious questions. Okay, let's jump in here. Okay, so the first question we have is about creating cover songs and targeting the keyword phrases or the song titles and so on. And it's interesting, I actually just had a channel review with Antonio from Italy, and he plays amazing guitar and ukulele, and I talked about this so I can answer this pretty well. What you really want to do, and your question was, can that hurt me? No. You can add, if you're doing a cover of Bob Dylan's Knocking on Heaven's Door, you can put that in your title, no problem. What you really want to do is at the beginning of this presentation, we talked about how to move forward and identify the keyword phrases. The more you teach yourself to think like your target audience and how they would search, the better decisions you can make regarding the keyword phrases you target. And what you want to do is think about the song title that you're targeting. And really there's 3 pieces to this puzzle. Now stick with me. You guys that are interested in music, this is how it works. You've got the artist name. So in the case of Bob Dylan, the artist name is Bob Dylan. Number 2, you've got the song title, right? Like Knocking on Heaven's Door. Now check this out. Some people are going to search YouTube for Knocking on Heaven's Door, Bob Dylan. Other people are going to search for Bob Dylan Knocking on Heaven's Door. And sometimes the results can be slightly different. Now I mentioned there's 3 parts. Another part of this is the extra stuff. Like if you're doing covers, you'll see that some people search for that word, Bob Dylan covers, or maybe it's acoustic, right? Bob Dylan covers acoustic cover. That would be perfect. One of the things to think about is it's much better to target the keyword phrases that are associated with a cover. Because ultimately, when it comes to marketing, you want to find what people want and you want to give it to them. And if you target Bob Dylan Knocking on Heaven's Door acoustic, some people that search for that, they want Bob Dylan. They don't want you. But if you target the word cover or acoustic, then you're going to have an easier time of really delivering what it is that people want. Because they don't want Bob Dylan. They want someone else. They want your cover. So what I suggest is you take the time to look at the different ways in which people would be searching and look for less competitive phrases to target. It's not based just on how many video results show up. You want to look at the top 10 results. Look for the videos that don't have a ton of views. That's an opportunity. So that's how you go through that. And this is how you think. You see, that whole premise was based on understanding what it is that people in your niche want. The three things: the song title, the artist, and the extra stuff like acoustic, cover, ukulele. There you go. Hey guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me, Brian G, on behalf of the TubeBuddy crew. It's a pleasure to be here. I hope you're having fun. Let's take another question. Andrew's got a link to questions. I don't know. There's already a ton of them here. You guys are amazing. I'm going to do my best. How to get ranked for specific high-volume keywords. Work. It's as simple as that. How to get ranked for specific high-volume keywords. You work. And here's one of the tips I'm going to give you. This is something I haven't really shared yet. You keep at it. You identify the keyword phrase you want to rank for, and you create a video on that topic. And do your best. Really, if it's hard, then you just can't push out a video in a few hours. Practice your editing. Practice delivery of your message in front of the camera or on audio. Create something fun, unique, and different. How do you do that? Well, I saw a video on a gameplay channel. And it was interesting. The video was like, here's how to play a level at night. It was battlefield, outdoor. The level is usually played at daytime. But the gamer learned a way by using some neat tools. So this is how you can craft videos that people love and you can rank. Now, the second tip is after you've done one video, don't think you have to be done with that keyword. I've targeted the same keywords over and over again. And the reason I do that is if I rank one time and someone watches my video and they enjoy it, and there's a good chance that if there's another video on the same subject, they're going to click it again. They're going to click on a different video. Guys, this is super powerful because YouTube has told us in suggested videos that they reward videos that engage viewers beyond the first click. In other words, click, they watch your video, and then if they go click and watch another video. So do not think for a moment that after you've targeted one keyword phrase, you're done. Because you can do it again. And someone mentioned push out videos. Yes, create a lot of videos, but at the same time, make sure that you're seeing some success. Don't just publish and push out video after video if you're not seeing results. Once you start seeing results, then ask yourself, okay, I'm publishing 3 times a week, or I'm publishing twice a week. Can I increase my frequency by 1? So first, get some results, then create more videos. Okay, let's do another question. We talked about this. One-word tags, can they work against a new channel? No, absolutely. A one-word tag cannot work against a channel. That being said, if you target 4-word tags, you're going to have a much better chance of ranking if, in fact, that 4-word tag is a keyword phrase. Everything happens around a keyword phrase. Okay? So that's how we skin that cat. Audio retention. Audience retention. It's how long someone watches your video. Simple as that. The longer they watch, the more likely YouTube is going to promote your video. You can study your audience retention in your analytics. Next question from the fancy iPad. Should you make several YouTube channels? Here's my thinking on this. For goodness sakes, if you want success, choose one thing that you're very passionate about. One thing. Create a channel that you know, a year from now, I can absolutely still talk about this topic. And I'm gonna go all in on this one channel. If you want success, You want to increase the likelihood that a channel is going to have success, and most people struggle to have any kind of success with just one. Doing it with 3 channels or 4 or 5 is much harder. So make it easier on yourself. Choose something you enjoy and then move on. Cheers to you guys. Man, I hope you've had fun. I hope you found this to be helpful. Hey, KC, take over. Nice to see you, my friend. Guys, give me 1 second here. Here we have a question. I'm a full-time YouTuber. YouTube currency is great on the side. What just happened here? I think the... Oh, here we go. It keeps bouncing around. So a lot of people are talking about the boycott, the advertising boycott. Here's what I suggest. Take the time to really understand that if you're going to participate on YouTube and if you want to make money, it's awesome and you absolutely can. Before I go any further about the boycott, look, if you are struggling, if you've seen a huge drop in revenue, my heart goes out for you because I've been in that position. And it's incredibly scary, and it sucks. I woke up one morning and lost between $8,000 and $12,000 a month. Every month I was making between $8,000 and $12,000, and basically my business took a hit based on YouTube and Google. So this is something to think about, and it really is tough. But just as Andrew said, you don't want to put your eggs all in one basket. And the best thing you can do, if you want to make the money, this person asked, should I give up? Should I terminate my account? You know, honestly, if you're at that point, then I think it's almost like you might make it harder for yourself to succeed. If you're halfway there, if you're not fully committed, it's hard to succeed. Let's not joke around and just say, oh, it's so easy, and you just do these things and you drive all kinds of views, because you really have to hustle and you have to work and you have to get better at things. But if you do that, you absolutely can succeed. And what I like to do is have vision on how things are going to work out in the future. So when I started the channel I have now, which is about video in YouTube, my plan was to create books, to release training programs, to share the knowledge and information that I've gained over the last 15 years of studying SEO, of driving millions of views on Google and YouTube, all this stuff. And I had different ways of making money. So this is a powerful thing to do. I know a lot of people, they want to make money with the advertising network. And if you're in that boat, then just here's what's up. If you want money from advertisers, stop swearing. Look, I'm just going to call a spade a spade. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't come on and be a protagonist and get in people's faces and be so edgy and then be pissed off that advertisers are taking their money away. It's their money. Be advertiser friendly. Think about that. You can still have fun. You can be creative. You can be a little out there. Advertisers love that. But when you cross the line, then don't be surprised if people take the money away. Okay, let's take another question. Hey, here's a really great question. How does a channel rank if they don't have page authority or they don't have channel authority? And have been using this is a classic question. I absolutely love this question. Here it is. Let me break it down. If anybody here is wondering, how can I compete? I'm brand new, or I just haven't crossed over. How can I compete with the big channels? This is it. This is how you do it. It plain works no matter what. Okay? Remember we talked about the algorithm? If you're just dropping into the stream, there are 3 components of the YouTube algorithm. Number 1, it's accumulated watch time. And this is why big channels don't have to worry about tags. They rank on accumulated minutes watched. They drive crazy views. They accumulate crazy amounts of watch time. And they don't have to add YouTube tags because they have so much watch time. But what about the small channels? It would be catastrophe for YouTube to design an algorithm that would make it impossible for small channels to succeed. It would be a catastrophe, and here's why. Because there would be new channels with amazing content, with better content, with content that people love, and it would never show up. So the algorithm has to give an opportunity for the small players. And what is that opportunity? The second and third part of the algorithm, which is relevancy, the keyword relevancy, and retention. Someone asked earlier, tell me more about audience retention. This is it. If you do this well, you will succeed. Mark my words. If you're not satisfied, I'll refund you 100%. You'll get your money back. You will succeed. If you do this one thing, you will rank and you will drive views. First, you identify the keywords you want to rank for. Second, you stick them in the title. That's it. Keyword phrase in the title, and now comes the hard part. And this is incredibly hard for those starting out, and it's why most never succeed, because you've got to keep people watching your video. If you publish a 5-minute video, the goal is 65% retention, which is basically 3.5 minutes. 5-minute video, you want everybody to watch 3.5 minutes. That is a challenge. But you know what? Check this out. If you know that's the path, you can focus on it. You can practice. You can read this book. And I guarantee, when you start hitting above 60% retention and you target the keyword phrases, you will poof. It's for real. Again, there's stuff we don't know about how YouTube works, and what I just broke down, that's gospel. That's from YouTube. That ain't me. That ain't me. That's from YouTube. YouTube has publicly said that again and again and again. Coming to a fancy bookstore near you soon, ladies and gentlemen. Trust Funnel. Oh, wait a minute. Trust Funnel. That's my last book. Tube Ritual. Volume 1. June. You dig? I think this is the Nick Nimmin copy. This is a copy now forwarded by Daryl Eves. And this one, I got a few more proofs coming tomorrow, but I hadn't got the forward from Daryl yet. So this one says coming, like the forward is coming. A book. Someone asked about making money. A great way to make money is to publish a book. It's easier than you may think. You don't have to do a physical book. You can just create a document, like a Word document or a Pages document or Open Office, and you upload it to the Kindle store, and they'll pay you 70% royalties. Let's say you're a gamer. Why not come out with a guide, the unofficial Quake Champions, the unofficial Overwatch guide, sell that and monetize your own audience and make a lot more money? That's what I did. That's what I'm going to do. Let's take a few more questions. Gang, we're going to wrap it up in a few minutes. And then if you want to, I'm going to hop over to my channel and we're going to talk about promotion. So in this stream, we just talked and we went deep on how you can move forward and optimize your metadata, the title, the tags, the description. We're going to talk about promotion on Brian G. Johnson TV in a minute. It never works. You know what, my friend? This is going to be hard. But if you don't believe it works, how could it possibly work? If you don't have faith, you got nothing. It's not easy. It absolutely works when you believe. It's like the frickin' tooth fairy. Remember when your parents said you gotta believe in the tooth fairy? And you're like, okay, in Santa Claus? If you don't think it's gonna work, man, you're putting such a huge roadblock in front of you. How can you put in the effort? How can you hustle? How can you work when the back of your mind is saying, this is hard, man. I can't make it work. Listen, I struggled. It was so hard, but I worked my butt off, and I did it, and Nick Nimmin did it, and right now there are so many channels blowing up. I encourage you to let go of fear and to embrace the idea that maybe if you work hard enough, if you practice, if you study video editing in YouTube, if you upload more videos, if you don't have unrealistic expectations, that just maybe you'll succeed. And it starts by you deciding it shall be. It starts by not wanting or wondering when is it going to happen, but deciding it shall be and staking your claim. Dig it. Okay, guys, 2 more questions, and then that's it. It's over. 2 more. Check this out. Some of my videos are ranked on the first page, but I get so few views. We talked it out earlier that YouTube is a long game. It takes a while. Have that faith I just spoke about. Try to focus the best you can. It's incredibly challenging. But try to focus on the process as much as the results you want. Keep publishing videos. Stay so gosh darn busy. Stay so gosh darn busy, okay, that your mind is occupied by what you're doing today, focusing on the videos instead of the subscribers and whatnot. I'm struggling to gain subscribers. Focus on what we talked about in this stream. If you're struggling to get subscribers, focus on the keyword phrases that people are searching for. Make sure to add that to your video title. When your video starts, get right into the content. If you're targeting a phrase like how to play Soldier 76, which is a character from the game Overwatch, then you say, hey, in this video, we're going to talk about Soldier 76, and I'm going to share how you can crush it. As soon as the video starts, the people know, okay, I'm going to get what I want. And then say, hey, by the way, if you're new to the channel and you want to learn how to play Overwatch and other games, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything. When you do that, when you get right to the point, when you target keywords and you create a call to action, that will help you. So, last question is about, again, it's about audience retention. And the question is, how do I keep my audience engaged? And this is something that I really focused on big time because I knew it was the goal. I knew it was the key to success. And here's what I learned about audience retention. Okay, first off, there are 2 pieces of analytical data that we have available to us as publishers. Number 1 is view duration. Okay? The other is average percentage viewed. What I like to do is focus on average percentage viewed, and I focus on creating videos that are around 5 minutes in length. And my goal is to create a video that has 70% retention. If I can hit above 70% retention, and I'm targeting those keyword phrases, statistically speaking, most of my videos rank in the future sooner than later because 70% is very high. 5 minutes, but that's my starting point. It's different for every channel depending on where you're at, okay? The thing you don't want to do is don't compare my statistics with yours. Start out with where you're at, and the goal is to improve. What I'm going to share with you right now is how to improve, but I also want to share how to measure it, okay? Again, the goal is average percentage viewed, and for me it's a 5-minute video, and my goal is 70%. If you can't get above 50, then that's your goal. I would like to break 50. So the easiest way is if you're going 7 and 8 minutes, this is so easy. Just go shorter. Think about this. It's pretty easy to get someone to watch 2 minutes of a video. If you publish a 4-minute video and they watch for 2 minutes, that's a 50% average view retention. Again, I'm going to say this again. Everybody here, you guys want the views? This is how to do it. Nothing is more important than this last tip. True. Scout's honor. I wasn't a scout, but if I was I? Who knows? If you publish a 10-minute video, it's 10 minutes. It's easy to get someone to watch for 2 minutes, but on a 10-minute video, to get 70% retention, you've got to keep them engaged for 7 minutes. That is challenging. 7 minutes. 10 minutes, 70% retention is 7 minutes. So that's why I go 5 minutes or 4 minutes. Now, once in a while, my last video was 7 minutes. You know, I can't always hit it at 5, but I try, and a lot of them lately have been, and it's made it much easier to hit that 70% mark. So that's what you do. You cut down. The biggest tip I can give is to cut your videos. What do I mean by that? Edit the heck out of them. Just because you're in front of the camera and you're saying stuff doesn't mean that all that stuff needs to be in the video. You can cut it out. You can go into your video. You can cut out any part that's dead, that's lagging. And when you do that, you're going to have a much better time having the ability to hit a higher retention. You can do fun things. Get some props. Make someone laugh. Make someone giggle. Tell them they're awesome. Be kooky. If you're serious, then be the serious guy. Find out what it is your audience wants and give it to them. Hey, it's Brian G. Johnson. Holy smokes, this has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for stopping by the TubeBuddy channel, spending a little time with me, and I want to take a moment and say thank you so much to Andrew for handling the spam. Nobody likes spam. Thank you, Andrew. Gang, thank you much. You know what? I am in a mood. We're going to keep this live stream rolling. If you want to head over to my channel, link is in the description. I'm going to go live in about 5 minutes. We're going to talk about video promotion. I'll see you next time. Poof! Pixie dust.